Coucou tout le monde, bienvenue à ma chaîne. Walk with me de Nancy, j'espère que vous allez bien. Moi je suis très contente aujourd'hui. I think I should do a French speaking video one time. I'll try to do that like maybe when I feel Welcome back to my channel. So excited to see you guys today. Yeah, I'm super excited, and thank you for subscribing from the past videos. And yeah, you already saw today's title. So I'm going to be talking about possibilities of getting host family in France, of getting benefits that could change your life, of getting side jobs, and so much juicy stuff. So let's get right into the video. So this video was inspired by one of my colleagues in Nigeria, one of my old classmates in Nigeria, who is currently in the process of applying for the Assistance de Langue program, and he asked about like host families, possibility of getting side jobs, possibility of dropping out of the program, and so many other things. So I thought, why not do a video and just explain, because I know a lot of people also have these questions but don't know who to ask. So yeah, I'm going to be starting with like host families. So yes, living in France as an assistant de langue, or as a student, or as anything at all, you have possibility of getting an host family where you pay 0 naira for rent. It really sounds weird, because why am I not doing it? But then let me explain and go into details. So there are some sites that I'm going to link below, and I'm going to mention some. Number one site that you can get host families from is Aupairinfrance or Aupairinfrance.com. So you can choose to be an au pair even as you are already an assistant. It's not really easy, because I think au pairs don't usually want their au pairs, because they are called au pairs. They don't really want their au pairs to like have a different job. And as an assistant also, they don't want us to have like a different job, because they want you to be dedicated and they want you to be like focused and stuff like that. But basically, au pair, you being an au pair means like you're like a babysitter, like full-time babysitter, and you live in their house, but then the kids get to go to school. So the kids get to go to school and the parents get to go to work, so you are going to be jobless anyways. So you can assistants that I know that are living with like host families and are doing au pair at the same time, you know, they get to come to work and go back home and help the kids with like English or whatever language like you speak, help them with that and with their homeworks, and you know, just a little bit of house chores, depends on the family. So disclaimer, I'm not promoting au pair and I'm not promoting any program. I'm just telling you from the experiences from people's experiences. Basically, au pair is a two-way thing. You could be lucky and get a very lovely family that would treat you like their own child, and they would want the very best for you every day. And you could be unfortunately unlucky and get like a family that you just wish that, why am I doing this? Why don't I just get out of this house, pay my rent, and live happily ever after? So I'm going to be using two experiences of people that I know, that are my friends. So one of my friends, she got an au pair from a country before resuming for the teaching assistant program, went on the site and got a family that were like willing to have her, and then, you know, everything was all good. They already drafted the contract that normally you draft. Okay, I think I'm going too fast. I'm not explaining how you have. Okay, I think I'll just explain how you go about getting a family and all those things. I'll explain later. So let me just finish telling you the experience. You know, she got to France, met this family, you know, in the city where she's going to be like working, and they also know that she's going to be an assistant at the same time. So normally as an au pair, you don't pay rent. All you do is to help, and that would be like in exchange for your rent. And even some families still give you like stipends. They give you like maybe 150 to 200 euros per month for your own personal upkeep. They do that even though you are living in their house for free. That's what you're supposed to get. You're supposed to get that stipend in case you want to, like, you know, travel go somewhere. But some families will say, no, you're already living with me, you're eating my food, so nothing for you. So, well, for many, it's still a win-win situation. So my friend met this family and she started living with them. Person has like, I think 3 kids, and that was fine. So until it became like a problem, she almost didn't have a life of her own anymore, because they expected her to be working every minute of every day, of every hour, from ironing clothes to making dinner to doing this to doing that, while when she goes to work, comes back, she continues working. So she had no breathing space, and it was getting really annoying. So aside that, the owners of the house now eventually told her again that she was going to be paying rent. So she was like, okay, the contract says I don't have to pay rent, so why am I living with you and working for you people if I'm still going to pay rent? And then they just explained to her that, well, we don't care about the contract, you are living with us, you're going to pay rent, and we are just going to give you like 150 per month for the work you're doing, which was totally very unrealistic. So you know what she did? She moved out of the house and got a place where she's paying rent and she's living her life and doing her own chores for herself when she wants, and she's comfortable, free. Her friends can come over, they can leave, she can choose not to stay in the house, she can choose to do anything at any time. No timetable, no schedule. Then I have another person that I met who lives with an host family and is absolutely having so much fun. This family take her out, like weekends, they go on trips, not like trips especially, like not like trips like out of France, but trips like maybe go skiing, go to the movies, go mountaineering and stuff like that. So they take her out, and even chores, the kids are grown enough to like help with the chores. They could just say, oh no, don't worry, we'll do that. Do you get? And she also like helps with cooking. Most times the wife likes to cook for her husband, and she has her room to herself, and of course she can't like invite people over anyhow because it's not her house like normally. But when they are not around, they give her permission to like, you can invite 1 or 2 of your friends if you want, because we're not around anyways, just make sure the house is in order. And so she likes it. She's not paying rent. I don't know if they're paying her monthly, I didn't get to ask, but whether or not they're paying her monthly or not, she still has money and she's okay working as an assistant. So these 2 of my friends are just examples of like many. I know many others who have moved out of their au pair host families because they were hostile towards them. So the ball is in your court. So how do you get like an host family? Through au pair. You go to aupairinfrance.com and then you create a profile, create an au pair profile, and then you see different families and you start reading about each family. It's more like you're on Facebook and you're seeing different people. You open the profile, you see what type of person they are looking for. So they could be like, we're a family of 5, my son 15, my daughter 7, the last one 3. We need a young guy. So if they need a guy and you're a girl, just know that's not a family for you. But I think they are going to even ask you for your preferences on the au pair sites and ask for your sex and everything, and then before they match you with like possible families that need that suits your kind of profile. So, or they will ask you for your preference, like, do you want a single father, single mother, or you want 2 families? All those type of questions are there. You just have to create your profile. When you create the profile, you see the possible families that suit your request, and then you open it and you can now send those families messages. Some of them will tell you to send pictures. You send a picture of yourself, tell them about yourself. You guys can discuss, like, if they want you, they accept you, then they in turn would, I think, now go and request for you or something like that. So I've never done it, but I have friends that have done it and they were doing it like just by my side, and some eventually got and they moved out because it was not convenient for them, and so many other things. And some are still currently with their host families. So you can get host families on au pair, and that can save your life working in France or living in France or studying in France. If you're an au pair at the same time, you just know that you're not paying rent, and that can save your life. Also, if you're not an au pair but you like to have like side jobs, these are applications that you shouldn't joke with, and they're going to save your life. So Indeed, you download the application Indeed, or just go directly to the Indeed site, indeed.fr. Indeed, you can find different type of, you put your postcode. So I can just put my postcode for where I live, or put a brother postcode. From your postcode, they give you like job opportunities that are in your own postcode area or your region. You can narrow down to put in a particular keyword, like I'm looking for jobs like babysitting. If you put babysitting, you see several babysitting jobs. Or if you put private tutor, English teacher, or you know, things like that, you're going to get such jobs. And you can open it and see what they need, and then apply, send your CV. If you have time, send a motivation letter alongside, and then you either get a rejection or you get accepted. So indeed.fr. Also, LinkedIn is really important, like very important, like, and you can find any job on LinkedIn. Just put the keywords, put the countries that interest you, and then you see different type of jobs. But that one, LinkedIn is more official. Like, you cannot be, like in my situation, I cannot be an assistant and be working for a company at the same time. It's not possible, because most of the jobs you find on LinkedIn, they want like a full-time person. So for LinkedIn, you can take the opportunity, maybe start applying when your visa as a student or something, or if you're a student and you're looking for internship, you can get via LinkedIn. You can get connected to companies, or maybe your visa as a worker or a tourist or something is coming to an end. You can search for jobs on LinkedIn and apply, and then if you get positive feedbacks, interviews and stuff like that, they in turn can give you a contract that you can use to get your own new visa. Yeah, am I speaking well? Yeah. Also, you can get babysitting jobs aside au pair. Au pair is like a full-time babysitting job, like live-in babysitting job, but like just random babysitting jobs that you go there every day and come back to your house. Can be LinkedIn, can be Momji.fr. So I'm going to link all these things down below, and more that I didn't mention, I'm going to link them in the description box. Momji.fr. They just create a profile too. I've tried that before. Created a profile, and then they called me that you applied for this job, blah blah blah. What type of visa do you have? So I made a mistake by telling them travailleur temporaire, and they told me that sorry, we cannot go further because of your visa. So if you tell them type D visa, long stay visa, or short stay visa, so I think that would save you. So Momji.fr, also nounou.fr, babylangues.fr. And also, to get a job, like you can also register on Pôle emploi. It's one of my colleagues that told me about Pôle emploi, and I checked it out and I saw that wow, it really works. So you can solicit for jobs, tell them. You can solicit for jobs, you can change the filters, and you know, find jobs on Pôle. Also, to talk about housing benefits, like in a situation where you don't have an host family to help you with rent, you don't have a babysitting job, or you've not been able to get any side jobs like tutoring, babysitting, cleaning and stuff like that, you've not gotten any of those jobs, like how can you also help with payment of rent? So there's something called CAF, Caisse d'allocation familiale. And it's a social like organization in France that helps like maybe immigrants, citizens, young students and stuff like that with like different type of aids. They can help you find job, like especially like they have so many things that they help with. But one thing I'm going to I'm going to focus on is helping with accommodation, because currently I am getting benefits. I just started getting benefits from CAF, and like monthly they give me some of my rent. Like they just give me not even up to half of the rent, but even that little money that they send me monthly goes a long way in my life. So some people actually get more than than they ever thought. So some people, maybe their rent could be 400, they could be getting benefits from CAF, benefits of 250, even 300 euros per month from CAF, and leaving them to only pay like 100 euros. Some people, their rent, like those in extreme villages, their rent could be like 250 euros per month in like a student's housing or all these dormitories, and then automatically dormitories like that help to apply for CAF. It's automatic for them, like, because those dormitories and hostels are really for like young students who are not boxed up to like rent an apartment and stuff like that. So they automatically help you to apply for CAF, and then you just have to be paying them like maybe 50 euros or 60 euros per month. The rest, whatever CAF is giving them, goes directly to their account. So now CAF is something that you shouldn't sleep on. Take you need to get CAF, you need to apply for CAF, whatever your situation may be. I'm not saying it's 100% that if you apply for CAF they will give you. It's not 100%, but apply. If they give you, good. If they don't give you, that's going to leave you with searching for other options. So I applied for CAF since like November, and I just got feedback from CAF like few weeks ago. So they could get back to you very late, and they might never answer you. So I'm going to be doing a video soon on step-by-step application for CAF, for accommodation benefits on CAF, like how to navigate on the site. Like I'll show you my screen and everything. So in case I forget, just remind me one day in the comment section that we're still waiting for that video that you said you're going to make about CAF, and yeah, I would see about that and make sure I do it as soon as I can. Another thing that can help you, like basically with getting your life together living in France, is you can join groups. Like maybe you are Kenyan or Nigerian, you can join groups where Nigerians are in your own region. Like on Facebook you find like, okay, Nigerians living in Paris or Nigerians living in Lyon. You can find groups like that and join them. And if you can make hair or you can cook, maybe you can make soup, or you sell something spectacular that you know that Nigerians will love, you can advertise on those groups and say, guys, I make hair for so euros. So if you ever want to make your hair, your braids, blah blah blah, you can please send me a DM. You show them some of your works. I have a colleague that does that, and even though it's not like so much, and it's not like she gets like everyone, like she gets people to make hair for every week, but at least even if it's once or twice a month, you get people to make hair for, and then you have that cash, you can use it for something important. And yeah, that's another thing that you can look into. Not that because you're coming to France you want to go and start learning hairdressing with the hope that you make hair for French people. That one is zero. Don't even think about it. So so this is going to be the end of the video. So just to have a recap, we talked about how you can get host families in France. We talked about you getting like side jobs, like tutoring jobs and stuff like that. We also talked about babysitting jobs and applications that can save your life, getting jobs like babysitting jobs and stuff like that. And finally, we talked about CAF, Caisse d'allocation familiale, that helps with accommodation, and then you can get money from them monthly to help yourself and save yourself from being broke in Europe. So I hope this video was helpful. If this video was helpful, please subscribe to my channel, and please leave a comment down below. Comment down below, because it helps my YouTube channel grow. Because when they see that people are like having conversations, it's not more like it's not like I'm just talking and then I'm talking, no feedback, nothing. So even if you are just going to say thank you, nice video, please just drop that comment. It's going to mean a lot for me. And share this video with as many people as you know that would love this content. Share this video with them, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now. Love you.